All right, welcome to the Sports Talk Show podcast. And today we are here for our good, bad, and best player, or you could say player of the week for NFL Week 9. So let's get started with the bad. Now, the obvious bad of the week is not getting the Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes matchup that we all want to see. Obviously, as you can tell, it probably would have leaned really far in favor of the Packers yesterday if Aaron Rodgers had played. Now, the Chiefs' defense stepped up huge against Jordan Love, but the way the Chiefs' offense was playing yesterday and their inability to really do anything, I think that if Aaron Rodgers played, it may have been a really, really long day for the Chiefs. But hey, who knows? The Chiefs' defense definitely came to play yesterday, so maybe the outcome would have been close with Aaron Rodgers playing, but I still think that if Aaron Rodgers was playing, it would probably be a little bit heavier in favor of the Packers because the way the Chiefs offense was playing, I think Aaron Rodgers could have just pulled a miraculous game-winning drive and probably would have won it off of that because the Chiefs offense didn't play well, but their defense played good. The next bad thing is that Cowboys Broncos muff punt debacle. Now it's more or less just a bad because you could add it onto the Cowboys and how badly they played. Like they blocked a punt, but because it's considered a return, they touched it. The Broncos recovered. They got to keep the ball. So technically, the punt itself, even though it was blocked, counted as a change of possession or a kick or anything, whatever you want to call it. That really screwed the momentum for the Cowboys. Now, I'm not going to defend it and say that lost them the game because that entire game could have been played way better by the Cowboys in every phase. Like, their best play was the kickoff to start the game. Like, the Cowboys got absolutely dominated by the Broncos defense. And so, yeah, I mean, that muff punt, that was really weird. And I instantly was on Twitter, was like, what the hell was that? I'm so confused. I figured out what the rule was. And then I was like, man, the Cowboys are just in for a really, really long day. The next thing I have is the Jags field goal kicking. Yes, they won the game, but dang, their field goal kicking needs work because they lined up for a field goal, missed it, got a penalty because the Bills ran into their kicker. They got a reset, and they missed it again. That's really that was. Come on, you're a kicker. You given a second chance. Usually, kickers are really good at making those second chances. In my head, I was thinking, oh, he's gonna miss that. He missed it. I really was hoping he wouldn't, but he missed it. And yeah, the Jags field goal kicking is really nothing good. But as we'll get to something else in a little bit, the Jags did pull off a little bit of something special. And then these bad goods, this type of video is really nothing in order. I'm watching Red Zone, I'm watching games. If I see something, I'll just start making a list, and as the day goes on, I'll start marking things off that I don't really need to mention or don't think that are important. But, this is just a fun little idea. I enjoyed talking about this because it allows me to talk about some things that I enjoyed more. This is more of a relaxed kind of video. I get to talk about what I want, put a little bit more emphasis on things that I saw that maybe you won't see on sports media television, you won't see radio talk about. This is just an alternate perspective because I'm a huge football fan, but I'm very good at missing things, and so I like to bring my perspective into it and give what I see. And so you'll see the next thing is the Vikings choking a 24-10 lead. There is something wrong with the Vikings, like bad. I'm pretty sure I saw something where they could legit win every game. Like I think there was a thing where they had a chance to win, I think almost all their games at some point, but I don't know what they do. Like they get a nice lead, like a 24-10 lead against the Ravens of all teams, who were just coming off a bye, who struggled for a good majority to start that game. The Ravens were off, and the Vikings just choked that away. I don't know what it is. It's probably a combination of Kirk Cousins, maybe Mike Zimmer, and their offense gets a little bit too conservative on their play calling. Maybe their defense gets a little bit conservative on the play calling. Maybe they're like, oh, we have a lead. We can, we'll have Dalvin Cook. We'll just run the ball and run the clock. I don't know what it is with the Vikings, but there is just something wrong with that team because the talent they have, they should not be losing these games. And it might be their quarterback, but Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook, and you're telling me you can't pull off a win with a 24-10 lead? There's something wrong with the Vikings. But that's just me. The next thing I saw was again in the Chiefs game, and unfortunately the Packers, their special teams didn't help them out. They had a missed field goal, a blocked field goal, a muff punt, Amari Rodgers had some scares with, fielding punts. Now, I'm not going to give McCole Hardman a pass either. He was just as bad. I don't know why the Chiefs continually put him back there because he is a literal turnover machine, and it's just bad things waiting to happen. But I think the special teams of the Packers didn't really give them any favors, didn't help out Jordan Love, didn't help out anything. Because when the Packers did get a chance to get into that range to score points, they just weren't converting on it. Maybe it shot Jordan Love's confidence because he didn't play particularly well at his first start. I don't really expect much from him. But just the special teams didn't help him. And then here, while we're talking about this, because this came to my mind, I have a list here, but this just came to my mind. How about the fact that Daniel Sorensen, or that late in the game, Jordan Love finally figured out, hey, there's 49, just throw it at him. It took him until the very end of the game, but hey, he finally did it. That's the only points that the Packers scored, but it took him late into the game, but he finally figured it out. He's learning. He made progress. The next thing I have listed down is the Matthew Stafford awful interception, pick six. And then, well, it wasn't a pick six. The first one was just a Carson Wentz-esque terrible throw. He tried to spin out and avoid the safety, which, I guess the NBC crew showed it that even if he would have taken that sack, the ball, his forward progress and everything else had been stopped. But man, that was a really bad throw. That was like straight up Carson Wentz-esque. That was just bad. That was horrendously bad. And then I think it was the next drive, the corner safety defensive back, I don't know who it was, completely baited Matthew Stafford into throwing that ball through a pick six. Matthew Stafford did not have a good game last night. So yeah, that was some pretty bad throws by Matthew Stafford. The Raiders fumbling away a win. Now, I did tell somebody on Twitter that I'm pretty unbiased when it comes to things. There's two things I'm not unbiased about: the Chiefs and the Raiders. If the Raiders lose, it's always a fun day for me. Any other team loses, I could care less. Because I used to be biased in hating Tom Brady. I kind of enjoy watching him this year. The Cowboys, most people hate them. I think they're fun to watch, even though they completely choked it against, or didn't even choke it. They just, crapped themselves against the Broncos. But I'm a football fan at heart. But there were two things that I will always despise: bad Chiefs football, because I'm a fan of them, and the Raiders, because, well, it's the Raiders. But yeah, they fumbled away against the Giants, so I don't want to hear a single thing about the Chiefs being really bad, because they beat the Giants and the Raiders couldn't. And then I have two more things. The end of the Rams game. Now, the Rams played pretty poorly, and I don't think it may have helped gain a little bit of momentum for the Rams, but the roughing the passer call on Aaron Donald at the end of that game, that was just that was a bad call. Like the refs on Sunday Night Football, I had never seen them before. I didn't see them. I've never seen those people one time. I don't know who those people were. And yeah, that was just awful. That kind of screwed the Rams a little bit, because I think it happened on a third down when Ryan Tannehill just threw it away. That was a terrible call, and it kind of ruined the Rams of any chance of even making a comeback. Yeah, they played bad, but man, that really just kind of screwed the Rams completely. Like, I don't believe that the refs changed the outcomes of the game, but I also think that when the refs completely take it out of the other team's hands from even having a chance to do something, that's when I'm like, that's when I got a problem. And my last thing that I have bad is all over Twitter yesterday. Mike Florio, Pro Football Talk, he literally was obsessing over Aaron Rodgers. And it's not just yesterday. Like, ever since the whole Aaron Rodgers things came out, he just keeps talking about Aaron Rodgers. Like, I don't understand it. There is just something wrong with that guy, that all he wants to do is talk about Aaron Rodgers in his personal business. Like, it is so weird, man. You can agree with Aaron Rodgers, whatever he did, but man, the obsession that they have with just constantly talking about Aaron Rodgers, it's just so weird. Like, it's so weird. If they're going to do that, they need to investigate every other team that, broke protocols. No, I'm not here to argue whether the protocol is good, bad, I like it, or dislike it. I'm just saying, the Pro Football Talk, their obsession with Aaron Rodgers is weird. Very weird. So let's get on some good. So we're going to, a good from Thursday Night Football. The Colts completely destroyed the Jets, but we will also mention the fact that Carson Wentz was able to successfully execute a shovel pass without completely screwing it up. So shovel passes are back, and I am no longer mad at Carson Wentz. I'm very happy for him. I'm glad he was able to convert one. And then the next good thing I have is Josh Allen of the Jaguars just taking over defensively against the Bills. I think he had an interception, a sack, and a fumble recovery against the Bills' Josh Allen. So Josh Allen is better than Josh Allen. Josh Allen got owned by Josh Allen. Josh Allen was bad. Josh Allen won this game for the Jaguars. Josh Allen. In the Josh Allen game, Josh Allen beat Josh Allen. But that was cool. As you'll see here in a second, who my player of the week is, obviously. Another good is the Broncos, man. They came to play, man. They came to play. They literally dominated the Cowboys. You know, everybody's be like, oh, Dak Prescott's stats don't look that bad. Dude, those were 2 garbage time touchdowns after the Broncos had already phoned it in after being up 30-0. Like, yeah. Congratulations, Cowboys. You got 2 garbage time touchdowns against a team that I have been very hard on as a fluke team. But no, the Cowboys got completely demolished by the Broncos. Credit to the Broncos. They came to play. They came to play. Next good thing is the Jags, I think, got their first win in America since week 1 of last year against the Colts. So congratulations to the Jaguars. They are on a winning streak in America. They did it. Congratulations, Jaguars. You deserve it. Something from Sunday Night Football, Jeffrey Simmons against the Rams. He bullied, and it wasn't just him. That entire Titans front on defense completely bullied the Rams offensive line. It wasn't even close. I think they had 5 sacks on him. Yeah, the Rams had 3 sacks on Ryan Tannehill, which in my opinion, I don't think the Titans offense is as good as people are making it out to be. I have a problem with them saying that the Titans play good offensively. They did not. But Jeffrey Simmons just completely dominated that front along with the entire Titans front. I think Simmons himself had 3 sacks. That was some beautiful defensive football by the Titans yesterday against a very legit offense, a top-tier offense that also looked broken last night. But hey, things happen. I think teams, they hit a slump. And there is a point to be made that who the heck is the MVP this year at this point? Because you look at all the candidates, Derrick Henry out, Aaron Rodgers is out for a week, Kyler Murray was out, Patrick Mahomes hasn't been playing well, Josh Allen, he's kind of regressing the last few weeks, and you're literally stuck with Tom Brady, the only guy that's been consistently good all year. So it's just like this week completely screwed the MVP conversation. And yeah, Tom Brady will probably win MVP, and I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. He's been playing fantastic all year, and I legit don't have a problem with it. I don't. And the last thing that I have for the good of this week is the Chiefs. They didn't turn the ball over. Their offense played like garbage, but they didn't turn the ball over. Now, there was a couple times where I thought they would have because McCole Hardman can't hold on to a football to save his life. But hey, no turnovers. Let's go. And then obviously, let's get to the player of the week. And as I already mentioned, it's Josh Allen of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yeah, it's a little bit of the hype around, the matchup of Josh Allen versus Josh Allen, but come on, man. That was really, really cool. You had the forced fumble, or not the forced fumble, the fumble recovery, the interception, the sack on the Bills' Josh Allen. That was cool. Like, Red Zone really hyped it up. I was into it. I enjoyed it. So my player of the week, which really don't come from defensive players that often in an offensive dominant league, that was cool. I enjoyed it thoroughly. And so, yeah, that's my good bad player of the week for NFL Week 9. Let me know if there's anything that you enjoyed from this week that I may have missed. Thank you guys all for listening, and I will see you in the next one.